We're going to take our second picture round now. Your picture starter is a modern interpretation of a piece of Renaissance art. For 10 points, I want you to tell me the name of the original artist on whose work this was based.
St Hugh's Economides.
Monet.
Anyone want to buzz from Magdalene?
Magdalene Ward.
Rembrandt.
No, it's Titian. Let's see the original now, and then you will kick yourselves. OK, so we'll come back to the picture bonuses in a moment or two. Another starter question in the meantime. What word of 4 letters can precede fight, fly, damp and man, and with regards to computer terminology, wire and wall?
St Hugh's Glenton.
Fire.
Fire is right, yes. So, following on from the photographer Tom Hunter's interpretation of Titian's Diana and Actaeon, and you may have noticed Sex and the City's Kim Cattrall in there, for your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more paintings by Titian. In each case, I want you to identify the character depicted. Firstly, for 5, the reclining figure on the right.
Europa.
It is, yes, the bull's the clue. Secondly, these biblical characters.
David and Goliath. Surely.
David and Goliath.
Correct. And finally, the falling figure on the right in this picture.
Icarus.
No. That's whoever it was who got chained up with the thing. Ariadne. Theseus? No, there's someone.
Andromache.
No. There's someone who gets tied up by and there's a sea monster.
Yeah, I think we better have an answer. It's
we don't know.
entertaining, but yeah, it's Perseus, and you're right, it's Andromeda and the sea monster at the bottom. But you don't get the points, I'm afraid. So absolutely level pegging, 10 points for this. The 4th largest river system of South America. Which Brazilian river shares its name with a 13th century Italian friar and saint and a major city in California?
Magdalene Hobbs.
Sacramento.
No, anyone want to buzz from St Hugh's?
St Hugh's Brown.
No, it's San Francisco. 10 points for this starter question. The argument that it is sensible to accept and believe in God since to wager...
St Hugh's Economides.
Pascal's wager.
Pascal is right, yes. Your bonuses are on fabric, St Hugh's. Baldachin, an embroidered cloth of silk and often gold used in the canopies carried ceremonially over the heads of certain dignitaries, derives its name from which capital city? Let's have it, please.
No, I don't know.
We don't know.
It's Baghdad. A rich ornamental fabric originally made of silk derives its name from that of which city where, since the 12th century, the finest examples were made?
Damascus.
Correct. Which city, now known as Chennai, shared its name with a woven patterned cloth, traditionally cotton, made with combed or carded yarns?
Chintz?
Chintz.
The city of Chintz.
No,
No,
Chennai.
bad luck, it's Madras. 3.5 minutes to go, 10 points for this. In zoology, dermal denticles or placoid scales are typically associated with what general kind of fish?
Magdalene Briley.
Sharks.
Correct. Get these bonuses, you'll retake the lead. They're on 20th century history. Dag Hammarskjöld was the Swedish foreign minister from 1951 to 53. What office did he hold from 1953 until his death in an air crash in 1961?
Pass.
He was Secretary General of the UN. The most superior brain I have so far met in the field of foreign politics. Of which Chinese foreign minister did Hammarskjöld say those words?
Pass.
That was Chou En-lai. And finally, the big shoe-thumping fellow continues as a dark thunderhead to threaten all unrepentant non-communists with hail and thunder. Those words of Hammarskjöld refer to which Soviet leader? Come on.
Khrushchev.
Khrushchev's right. Level pegging. 10 points for this. What element makes up nearly half of the Earth by weight?
St Hugh's Freeborn.
Iron.
Anyone want to buzz from Magdalene?
Magdalene Ward.
Carbon.
No, it's oxygen. 10 points for this. Its name deriving from a local term for the Barents Sea. Which city on the Russian Kola Peninsula is the largest by population to lie north of the Arctic Circle?
St Hugh's Brown.
Archangel?
Anyone want to buzz from Magdalene? It's Murmansk. 10 points for this. In mathematics, the symbol sometimes known as the obolus denotes what simple operation? OBLUS.
Magdalene Briley.
Differentiate.
No, anyone to buzz from St Hugh's?
St Hugh's Economides.
Integration.
No, it's division. 10 points for this. Answer as soon as you buzz. Complete this sequence of pre-decimal coins. Penny, threepence, sixpence, shilling, florin and...
Magdalene Hobbs.
Farthing.
No, anyone to buzz in St Hugh's?
St Hugh's Brown.
Crown.
No, it's a half crown. Another starter question. Yuri Gagarin, Kim Philby, Maxim Gorky and Fidel Castro are among the recipients of which honour, the highest award in the former Soviet Union, instituted on the 6th of April 1930?
St Hugh's Freeborn.
Order of Lenin.
Correct. Your bonuses are on Piccadilly. Which public figure spent her early years at 145 Piccadilly, moving with her parents to that address shortly after her birth at Bruton Street in 1926?
I should know this, but I don't.
Come on, let's crack on with it.
We don't know.
That's the Queen. Which Palladian-style building on the north side of Piccadilly has been home since 1874 to the Linnean Society, the Royal Astronomical Society, the Royal Society of Chemistry and the Royal Academy of Arts?
We don't know.
That's Burlington House. Which fictional character is the younger brother of the 16th Duke of Denver and resides in a bachelor flat at 110A Piccadilly, attended by his manservant, Bunter?
Oh. I don't know.
We don't know.
That's Lord Peter Wimsey. 10 points for this. The names of which two British rivers are homophones of two consecutive letters of the alphabet?
Magdalene Hobbs.
X and Y.
Correct. Your bonuses are on anatomy. And at the gong, St Hugh's College have 135, Magdalene College have 135. Right, well, we can't have a dead heat, so the winner is going to be decided by whoever is the first to answer a starter question correctly. You will immediately get 10 points and take the victory. If, however, you buzz in incorrectly, you'll lose 5 points, and the other side doesn't even have to answer. So you will have lost it. Everyone understand? Yes. Right, fingers on the buzzers. Here it is. Aiming to limit the emission of certain greenhouse gases, which 1997 protocol came into force on February...
St Hugh's Economides.
Kyoto.
Kyoto is correct, yes.
Good. Yay. Thank God for that. I know, I was like...
Well, you can't have a closer finish than that. Thank you very much. Magdalene, I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to you. But you've been a great team. Thank you very much for playing. St Hugh's, we should look forward to seeing how close you want to take it to the wire next time. But thank you, and we'll see you in round 2. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it's goodbye from Magdalene College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from St Hugh's College, Oxford.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.